Hello and welcome to Minecraft. This is Carline and oh boy has it been a while since I've been able to record. So here I am in a creative flat world for a change, and I'm here because I've come up with a little idea of something a little redstoney. I'm not entirely sure if it's been done before or not, but I'm going to be using it for a bit of a farm that I want to do for pumpkins and watermelons. And originally, for my castle on Insanity and Cupcakes, I was just going to do like just an ordinary everyday farm, no redstone involved, for my pumpkins and melons. But then I thought, well, I've always wanted to do more with redstone, so why not try and do something redstone-y? So I started sort of working on the idea, and excuse me, at the end of it, it was working, and I was like, wow, that's cool. I have this whole thing, this whole farm, right up to redstone. Yay! So, here we go. That should be about right. Yes. Okay. So, this is the size of our farm, and we want piston here, piston here, 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 and also around here. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we want the sticky pistons, of course, because the idea is that when everything's grown, like all the melons and the pumpkins have grown, you step on a pressure pad, and the pistons extend the dirt that is sitting on top of them, and that harvests all the melon and pumpkin for you. And then when you step off the plate, the pistons retract, putting the dirt back in place and making it possible to regrow everything, more or less. So we pick one side about here, and that's where we start our redstone. We will need quite a few things. We won't need that. We won't dig out a area here. So it's been a bit of a crazy time. Like I broke my microphone. It was the silliest thing too, because basically what happened was I was sitting back watching something. What was I watching? I think it was Star Trek: The Next Generation, an episode of Star Trek. And the microphone that I was using was a part of an actual headset, and wasn't like a I suppose the way to think of it would be an individual microphone. It wasn't it was, microphone and earphones together. And I was using the headset for watching Star Trek. And I do have like a sort of individual earphone type thing, which is what I'm wearing now, so that the sound from my computer doesn't repeat itself into the microphone. But for that particular night, I don't know why, I just went with using my headset, and I sort of leaned back a bit in my chair, and when I did that, the little volume control thing that you have on those headsets, the whole thing just sort of came apart, and then two wires connected to the thing just disintegrated. Okay, so now, how did I do this? I think, yeah. I'm pretty sure I had blocks to power the inner piston, like so. Did I? Oh boy. Also, it's getting a little dark in here. Okay, that's better. I'm pretty sure it was a block. I'm pretty sure that was the only way of actually doing it. Right. So I don't need to power that again. And skip that one, and skip that one. Let's do it like that. Right. Okay, so that's that. And then was it? Yeah, it was. It was a block and a thing underneath it like that. Okay. And so I can still get around. Need more space. There we go. Okay, so that's that. And that's that. Now that needs to go like that. Okay. So which is there. Right. So anyway, yeah, I pulled the whole two wires came out of the little what would it be called? I suppose it's like a sort of control chip for the volume control thing. I pulled that out, and at first I didn't actually realize that I'd pulled two wires off, and I attempted to use the microphone, and I made a recording of Kerbal Space Program to have a look at the updates with the career mode and the science stuff that you can do in it now. So I was doing a recording about that, and after I was done recording, I went into Premiere. Do I have? Oh yeah, okay. Go away, monsters. So anyway, I went into Premiere to render the episode of Kerbal Space Program, and as I was working on that, I noticed that I couldn't hear myself, and I was like, uh-oh, what have I done now? So, thinking that I'd somehow accidentally done something wrong, I kept playing with like settings and stuff like that to try and figure out what I did, how I did it. Man, it was a nightmare. And after a while, I was just like, okay, this is ridiculous. It's not working. Why can I not hear myself? So I went to the raw recording, and it was finally in the raw recording that I realized, wait a minute, I'm not talking there either. There's something wrong with my microphone. Oh, what a nightmare. So yeah, I then sort of played around a little bit with my microphone to find out what was wrong with it, and eventually I figured out, hey, I broke it. Oh well. So yeah, that's my story of how I broke my microphone. Now I have a new one. Yay! Okay, now where did I want this thing? There. Okay, that's fine. Well, my voice is a bit off today. There we go. Sorry about my weird voice. It's being all croaky, and I don't know why. Okay, now, how far down do we need to go for these? Ah, there they are. Now, if I remember correctly, I went one more. Well, actually, let's go around in here. Oops. Okay, that way I can actually see. Whoops. This is probably really dark again, so I apologize again. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I need to go down again. Right around here. And another set of torches. Did I just break one? No. Another set of torches in order to reverse the signal so that the pistons above are not extended. Like so. Oops. And now what I need is to do that and put some light in here. Oops. There we go. So the redstone will happily go this way. It might need a repeater here. And then we want to go down again, so that what happens is the redstone will power the block, which will then turn off this torch, which then will turn this torch on. At least that's the idea. We'll see if it works when I'm done. It should. It worked before. So we go like that. Just to make sure that the signal doesn't get lost at any point, we need to make sure we keep using repeaters. I mean, I think it's probably okay. Redstone powers for 16 blocks, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I want to make sure that I do the job right, so but yeah, lots has happened. A lot has happened while I've been unable to record. Oops. The Insanity and Cupcakes people decided that they wanted to fight the Ender Dragon. It was annoying. I asked them to wait, and like they only had to wait for like one extra day so that I could join them, and they were concerned that waiting a day would make it a weekday. So I was like, well, okay, why not wait an extra week? Do it next weekend. You know, just try and be a little understanding and a little flexible of their problems and whatnot. And man, actually, that's not where I wanted the thing. That's where I wanted it. Like that. I want it like that because on the server I'm going to have a fence around it and a gate right here. So what will happen is when I step on the pressure plate, the gate will open and all the pistons will come up like that. And then I can just run around, grab all the melon and pumpkin, and yeah, done. But yeah, they decided to do the dragon. I asked them to wait a week, and they didn't want to wait a week. They didn't want to wait at all. Because apparently getting experience is difficult. I mean, I'm an understanding person in my nature, and I try not to be confrontational, but when people are just outrageously stupid, it's just, well, not exactly stupid per se, just, what's the right word I'm looking for? Like, just, man. I can't really think of the right word at the moment. But yeah, when people are just, they're unreasonable, really. When people are unreasonable like that, it's just like, man. And it turns out that they didn't just go kill the dragon. Apparently they've also killed the wither. Or at least a wither. I'm not sure if they've killed more than one. If they've done 2, 3, I don't know. I just happened to see in the chat talk about killing withers, and I was like, oh, what? So not only did they deny me to go fight the dragon, they've also denied me to go join the wither fight. Great. I mean, I know people have, like, different time zones on the server, and I'm understanding of the different time zones, but apparently they are not, because if they were understanding of it, they would have just done the dragon hunt, because that's what they said they would do, just the dragon hunt. They didn't say they would do the wither as well. And so now they've done the wither at the same time, instead of arranging a new time to do the wither to try and give people who weren't there for the dragon a chance at doing something. But anyway, the rate the server's going, I mean, I've missed out on so much stuff. I've missed out on the introduction to the map. I know I've missed out on at least one group caving event. It's probably more than that. And now I've missed out on both the dragon and the wither. The rate the server's going, I might as well just be playing bloody single player, because that's the way it's turning out to be. That, you know, I'm left to do everything on my own. It's ridiculous. But oh well. I guess there are just some people who can't help themselves. Right, so that's our little farm design right there. And you might have noticed I put it so these are all pumpkins, and next to them, like directly next to them, on this side and this side, are melons, and it's the same on the other side. And the reason why I did that is if you put, for example, pumpkins here and pumpkins here, one pumpkin will grow either here or here, and both plants will attach to it, so you basically miss out on an extra pumpkin. If you do it this way, either a pumpkin or melon will grow here, and then a pumpkin or melon will grow here, so you get extra. And I know that not all the pistons will get something to harvest, because, for example, this plant here could grow either here or here. And I don't think anything will ever grow here. But it's okay. Oop, speaking of growing, first melon. It's okay for me. I mean, I suppose I could make things simpler by getting rid of the pistons in the corners here. I don't know. I kind of like that it does the full square. And it might be, I don't know, useful for something else that you can do. Two squares of pistons that are pushing like that, you know? So that's why I did this. But yeah, we've got a couple of things ready, so there we go. Works. So yeah, this has been Carline. I look forward to putting this farm into play in the Insanity and Cupcake server. But it looks like I'm not going there this episode. Thank you for watching though, and I will see you next time on the server. Bye!